Pujara dropped for West Indies tests, Ruturaj and Yashasvi called up. Squad announcement. Pujara had scores of 14 and 27 in the WTC final against Australia AFP. Cheteshwar Pujara has been dropped from India's squad for their two-match test series against the West Indies in the Caribbean. India's long-standing number 3, now 35 years old, had scored only one century in 52 innings, 28 tests, since 2020 at an average of only 29.69. While he registered 11 half-centuries, his average further drops to 26.31 when his scores of 90 and 102 in the Chittagong Test in December 2022 are excluded. This is the second time in 2 years that Pujara has been dropped, the last one coming during the home series against Sri Lanka in 2022. But thanks to a mountain of runs in the county circuit, Pujara was back in the India fold for the fifth and final test against England at Edgbaston and managed to hold on until now. Gaikwad, a likely replacement for Pujara and who plays domestically for Maharashtra, was a backup for the WTC final before he missed out on the trip owing to personal reasons. He was replaced by Jaiswal, whose call-up then and inclusion now is a recognition for a bumper recent first-class season, during which he scored 1,169 runs across 9 games, including 500s. Alongside Gaikwad, Jaiswal remains a potential number 3 candidate for India. While Virat Kohli manages to hold on to his place despite ordinary returns in the last WTC cycle, Ajinkya Rahane returns to the squad as the vice-captain of the side. Interestingly, Rahane had been another big name dropped for the home test series against Sri Lanka last year, and his selection for the WTC final was only mandated out of injuries to regular players. Mohammed has rightfully been rested from both tests and the ODIs, having had back-to-back assignments of IPL, where he featured in 17 games, and the WTC final. Umesh Yadav has been dropped after his wayward ways in the WTC final, and that's opened the doors for Navdeep Saini, whose last test was the epic Gabbar victory over 2 years ago. India also continue to keep faith in left-arm seamer Jadeja Unadkat, who was a later addition to the squad for the 2-test series in Bangladesh last year. He came in as a replacement for the then-injured Mukesh and even went on to add to his lone test cap after a gap of 12 years. Unadkat is also a part of the ODI squad against the WE, keeping in mind the upcoming World Cup back home. Ishan Kishan remains one of the wicket-keepers in the squad, with the management seeming to keep their faith in their first-choice pick Bharat. The 29-year-old from Andhra had a rough beginning to his gloveman career on the spitting pitches against Australia at home but impressed in differently challenging conditions in the UK. India play their tests against the West Indies and Dominica, July the 12th to the 16th, and Trinidad, July the 20th to the 24th.